So when you're working with circuits, right, when you're building them, you get these little peanut-shaped components known as resistors, and they come with these unique colors. What do they mean exactly? And why do they matter? Well, it turns out who knew you need the right tools for the job, right? And the colors on your resistors are, they actually indicate the value of the resistance. If it's too low, chances are it's not going to work and it'll probably pop. If it's too high, it will probably cause severe voltage drops. And you need the right resistor for the right job. So what I have here is a table with the colors. These colors are for the values assigned with the multiplier and tolerance. So the first two bands are numerical values, and by the way, this is for 4-band resistors. They are the most common resistors you're going to work when studying electronics or circuit analysis or physics. But anyhow, the first two bands for a 4-band resistor represents a number, a value, and the third band is multiplier. So it's times 10 to whatever exponent. And you start off with the base unit of ohms, and you arrange those units accordingly to the exponent. So if you have a multiplier, or if you have a value of 450,000 ohms, you might want to either change that to mega ohms or kilo ohms, just to make it easier to remember or track down. But that's up to you. Whatever is easier for you, right? Now, the tolerance is something that's often overlooked, but you should still know it. And what the tolerance is that it gives you a plus or minus percentage. Sometimes the resistors can handle more current than what's stated by the manufacturer. Sometimes, unfortunately, it's less than what's stated in the manufacturer. Those tolerances are essentially an insurance or an assurance of some sort. And so these numbers 5, 10, 0.01, 0.1%, they're not that significant, but it is nice to know, right? So let's say we have a resistor and we have the colors purple, green, orange, and silver. Let's see here. We know that purple is 7 for the first band, green is 5 for the second band, and orange is 10 to the third. So 7, 5 times 10 to the third. What prefix, right, corresponds to 10 to the third? It's kilos. And because of that, if you say that's 75 ohms, you should also mention that it's 75 times 10 to the third uh, ohms, or 75 kilo ohms. And now for the fourth band, because it's silver, that means it is a plus or minus 10% tolerance. And that's pretty much it for naming 4-band resistors. Again, this isn't something you should memorize, but you should know the process of how to read your bands on a resistor. And I hope with one example with that, that you're more familiar with it and that it's more straightforward.